Hello and welcome to Boxing Day out in the back garden, and I've got a few jobs to do today which I'm going to tackle. I've got my work rocket stove here, which has taken an awful lot of pounding over the last year, as you can see, and we've given it a brush down. We've got the main bits of rust off it, and we're going to give this a coat of paint shortly of heat dispersant paint, high heat paint. Really sturdy construction, this rocket stove, actually welded really well. It's got a, if you can see with this crappy camera, it's got a little grid inside for that the wood rests on, and then it's got a little air inlet at the bottom that helps the fire to go. And then at the side of it here we've got this is what my son Nye got me for Christmas. It's a Turkish Samovar, and we're going to boil some water in that later on as we go along for brews. It's got a little tap at the side where we tap the water off, a little flue pipe at the top. Great little device. And the other big reason why we're out here today is processing some wood for the fire. And we've got a few pine logs left in the woodshed. Weather's lovely at the moment. Really nice sunny Boxing Day. Right, so we'll get on with it then. I'll bring you back in a minute. And here we are, just adding the final touches of the heat paint to the rocket stove. And if you've got a sturdily made rocket stove, it's always a good thing to give it a painting once a year, due to the high heat achieved in the burning chamber inside. And it just means that you get more life out of it over time, which is always a good thing. Right, so next on the list we're going to see about making a brew on this little Samovar stove. We'll see how that goes, and while it's boiling, I'm going to chop some firewood up. So I'll bring you back again in a minute and see how that's going. Okay, so we've got this loaded up with fuel. We've got water inside, ready for a brew. I'm just going to put the lid on. And this is a control thing here, where the steam's going to come out of. It's movable, so you can close it and open it. And we'll put the flue pipe on top. And to all intents and purposes, it's now ready to go. So let's see if we can transcend Sod's law and light it while we're filming. Probably not, as the case may be. The wind's blowing. Oh look. So we've got something of a fire going here now inside the burn chamber. So we'll just let that catch, and we'll come back in a minute. Right, so only a matter of just over 3 minutes down the line. Water's boiled, ready for a brew. I'd say it's probably not far off the speed of an electric kettle, this, but it's a very similar design to a wood gas stove. You've got all the holes around the bottom there are letting air in, which means a livelier fire, and just that's the tap for taking the water out. And then inside this, it's also a little bit like a Kelly kettle. That's where the water is. And started steaming, so I don't want the water to be absolutely boiling for my green tea, so time for a brew before chopping wood, I think. And there's hot water there coming out of the tap. Top little present this from my son Nye, and big thanks to Nye for getting me this. It'll be a very useful addition to my outdoor work tools and fettling equipment. So yeah, good one.